Oh, okay. So good morning everyone and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 34 and today's topic are little excited specifically from the non-technical perspective. Today we have four major topics to be covered. What is business rule? What is client script? What is database view? And what is we can discuss in the BA part, requirement gathering and the RASI mode. Okay. This will be a pure theoretical part. There is a no relationship with service now, but definitely yes. By in this particular topic, we will discuss a lot of things from the consulting perspective, from the business analyst perspective. Okay, so that is the thing we are going to be discuss here. Hi Vinoj, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, so let's start with the first topic called the business rule. Okay, business rules are specifically I can say is a required a script for the coding part. Okay, means if you are working on the business rule, you want to create a business rule, then you should know that how to write the code in ServiceNow. Unfortunately, unluckily, I have no idea about the scripting part, but yes, from the next 10 days, in the next 10 days, I'll start learning this part, and I'm sure that in the next batch I'll try to be cover something on the scripting as well. Okay, so let's take example here. Suppose you want to book a ticket. It can be air ticket, it can be a railway ticket, it can be bus ticket. On the form, on the booking form, you are filling your date of birth. When you fill your date of birth, the year of the means your age has been calculated automatically, right? So how this age has been calculated? There are two major things run on the form, and the two things we call as the script. One is called the client side script, one is called the server side script. Okay, we will discuss this in hand by hand. Okay, client side script means the script, the execution which happen at your end immediately. Like I put the date of birth and I got a message. Sorry, you are less than 18 years. You're not allowed. I put the date of birth and when I click on the submit button, then I get a message. Thank you for your response. Your record has been saved into the database. In these two examples, we are using the two different things. One is the client script and one is the business rule. Okay, so let me open the business rule first. Go here. And in the business rule specifically from the interview perspective, and you are a consultant, you are not going for the development, because if you're going for a developer, then the case can be different. But if you are a consultant, then you should know only that what is the meaning of the business rule and what type of business rules we have. Okay, go here in the system definition, go to the business rules, click here. Business rules are server side scripting. People will confuse you. Interviewer will be confused you. Is business rules are client side or server side? Don't forget this concept. Business rules are server side script. Okay, that is the one thing need to be important here. Okay, now you can see that I have approximately 5,000 business rules given by ServiceNow to me. Let's open something on the incident table. So I have these many. Let me filter out with the incident only. Yeah. So you can see here, I have 43 business rules which are be running on my incident table. Okay. Let me open another window. Now the question comes, Atul, how we can see that how many scripts are running, how many logics are running on a particular form. I show you one example of this. Okay, let me open any record here. And scroll down. Yeah, you can see this button here. This one. This is a response timer for us. If you click on this and let me scroll down, it's saying that this much time has been taken in the milliseconds. Network 42, server this much time, and browser take this much milliseconds. If I open this and scroll more, here you can see all the complete timings. I think I disable one property. Otherwise, you can see that how many scripts are run on that particular place. How many scripts on the unloading part? How many scripts on the loading part? See, on load it take this many time, this much time. Let me click on the browser here. See, yes. So on this page, I have 6002 millisecond taken by the CS and the JS file. Total UI policy take 39 seconds. If you want to see the UI policy, click on this. These many UI policy has been run. You want to see the client script? Click here. You want to see the client script on change? Click here. You want to see the on load events? There is nothing called in this area 000. Yeah. So mainly you will find these things very easily. Okay. So this is the one way where very less people know that what is the purpose of this particular this watch symbol. Okay, now let me come to at this place. Let me pick up this clear the on hold reason. Let's open this. What it's saying specifically to me that I am creating a business rule which will be clearing my on hold reason. Why it's not be opening for me? Okay, it's taking time. Yeah. Okay. What action I need to be do. So guys, remember few important terms: UI policy, UI action, business rule, client script. These are the set of questions, data lookup, data policy. These are the set of questions which has been asked by every interviewer. If I am an interviewer, I definitely will ask this question. So what we are doing here, on which table I want to run. It is active, it means it's active. Okay, and it is advanced means I have here. Okay, now
Atul, your voice cuts, Atul.
let understand. Okay, because generally this question has been read when the business rule will be running. So if you see here, when I have 4 options available. Gaurav is voice is breaking for everyone or it's only for Gaurav? Anjan,
No, even
Parash.
for
No, I
us,
believe
even
it's
for
for
us.
everyone.
Yeah, you are breaking up.
Okay, maybe some network problem, but let's see. Okay. Okay. So now you can see here that I have a when clause. When this particular business will be run, it has the 4 options: before, after, asynchronous, and display. Before means that if any record which is going into the database give me an error on the first page or the first place, that is the before business rule. Means before you say commit, if there's a word use commit in the SQL, before you commit you want to check. Let's take example. I am a user, I am saving, I can save only one record at a one time in a one day. I open the form and I click on the submit button. It go into the database before it create a record for me. What it will do, it will check that it is my first entry or the second entry in a single day. It means it is a before. After, once a record has been saved, it give me error. Sorry, your record cannot be saved because your email ID is incorrect. That is called the after. Asynchronous. Asynchronous means that I am doing multiple updates. Okay, and I want that my business should run into the background side. It should be running in the background always. Okay, that is called the asynchronous. And display, when you want to just display any record, you bring some data, you are bringing some value from the database and you want to just show them as it is, then we use the display as a particular type. Now if you see, if I put a before when, before you insert any record, before you update any record, before you delete any record, or before you query any record. Suppose you want to be search something from the database. Okay, I said before you will find out your results, you should fill up the captcha. That is a query part. The same goes for the after this thing, but something different in the asynchronous also go the same way, but there is nothing for the display part. Okay, now what I say want, this business rule should run. My state is changing and my state is not on hold. Example, this one. Okay. Now I'm state changing. Yes, and any doubt, any question?
All of you stand in attention position. Yes. How do we?
Yes, for any doubt, any question? Shahim.
We can. Atul, we can hear you clearly.
So you are here hear me clearly, right? Or you're facing some network problem?
Yes, we are facing some network problem.
Okay, let me see. Minutes it will be sorted out. Okay, let go slow in this case. Okay, so now what I put here is that basically if my state is changed, let me put my state as a resolve. So my on hold return should be go out. You can see here this one is not on hold. The state is not on hold. And if I click on the submit or the save, my this business will be running. Okay, what it say? It say clear the on hold reason. That is the thing. See, this option is going, sorry. This option is going as per the UI policy. But when I save this data into the database, it will make a flag as a false and make a state as a in progress. And then it will go and save the record into the database. Okay, that is the one important point in the business rule. Okay, if I go here, what action it will be take? It say on hold reason 2 is empty. That's all. Means when I'm changing my state and my state is not on hold, then the on hold reason should to be blank. Okay, and what it's putting in the advance is here. Yep. So it's putting a script here. Execute rule current and previous. It means it will just check the previous value and it will pick up the new value and set into the database. That is the way that my business will work in the service. Now the major point which need to be understand, which need to be is basically these 4 options. Only then you will be able to understand that how business rule actually work. Okay.
Okay.
Doubt? Yes, please.
Can you please help me with the display option once, please?
Okay. So display means I want to show some value when my record has been updated, or I can say my record has been bring out from the database as a query. Okay. So in this case, I can put the different conditions here, and I can put the actions here. That what action I want. It will just display the value. It will not do anything. Just show you us. Okay. Let me take example here. That suppose when you are opening any record, you are opening any ticketing form. Okay. You already save your records there. It asks, okay, enter your phone number or mobile number. You enter it and click on the submit button. It just display the record, nothing else. You cannot do modification here or there unless you click on the modify button. So that is the thing, the display rule work for me. When you want to show some values on the pop-up side, these are the display things for me. Okay, so that is the purpose of the display here.
So this also runs after the script is executed, I believe.
No. It is not before or after. It is just to display the. There is a no option. Record create is inside. It means that you are querying something and you are just showing it, nothing else. That is the thing. Because this rule is not working at any point of time. Sorry, I say create after or after, before, or query or insert or update. It is just saying whenever you are loading your page, I'll display these values to you. Maybe I say, okay, display means when my ticket is on a hold reason, it display the reason as well. That what is the reason for this? It should be a waiting caller always. There is a display, you can set it. Is it fine, Viraj, or any other point on this? On this?
Atul,
So, yes, sorry, I'm back. There's a lot of fluctuation happening in my network today. Sorry, guys. Yes, Vinuj, any doubt, any question?
No, thank you.
Sachin?
Atul, may I ask a question, please?
Yes, Farah. Yes, please.
What is the major difference between UL policy and business rule?
I can't hear you, Atul.
Atul, we can't hear you well.